Humans have been around for hundreds of thousands of years, and during all this time we've discovered many mysterious artifacts that challenge our understanding of history. In this video, we're going to take a look at some of the most mysterious ancient artifacts ever discovered. But before we get into it, be sure to hit that like button for more videos. Also, stick around until the end to see one of the most exciting ones. Alright, let's begin. The Antither Mechanism. The Antither Mechanism is an ancient Greek device that was used to predict celestial events such as eclipses and the Olympic Games. It dates back to the 2nd century BC and was found in a shipwreck off the coast of the Greek island of Antioch. What makes the Antither Mechanism so mysterious is that it's essentially an ancient computer that was created without the use of modern technology. It's not exactly clear how the mechanism worked, but it's thought to have used a series of gears and dials to track the positions of the sun, moon, and planets. This would have allowed users to predict when eclipses would occur and also when the Olympic Games would take place. The fact that such a sophisticated device existed in ancient times is truly amazing, and it's still not fully understood today. The Baghdad Battery. The Baghdad Battery is a collection of 3 clay jars that were discovered in Iraq in 1936. The jars are sealed and each contains a copper tube, a ceramic core, and an iron rod. When connected together, they form a battery which can produce a small amount of electricity. It's not known exactly what the battery was used for, but it's thought to have been used for electroplating or for powering small devices. It's also possible that the batteries were used as a form of energy storage, similar to a modern battery. However, there's no evidence to support this theory. The fact that such advanced technology existed in ancient Mesopotamia is truly remarkable and has led to speculation that the Mesopotamians may have had a much more sophisticated understanding of science and technology than previously thought. The Saqqara bird. The Saqqara bird is a wooden carving that was found in Egypt. In 1898, it's thought to be a depiction of a bird, possibly an ibis or a crane, but its exact purpose is unknown. What makes the Saqqara bird so mysterious is that it appears to be a model of a modern glider. It has a long, thin body with a pointed nose and wings that are curved on the upper surface and flat on the bottom, just like a modern glider. Some believe that the Saqqara bird is evidence of ancient Egyptian knowledge of aerodynamics in flight. Others believe that it's simply a work of art that was intended to represent a bird in flight. There is no consensus on the subject, but one thing is for sure: the Saqqara bird remains one of the most fascinating ancient artifacts ever discovered. The Piri Race Map. The Piri Race Map is a nautical chart that was created in 1513 by the Ottoman admiral and cartographer Piri Race. The map is famous for depicting Antarctica. Even though it was created centuries before the continent was officially discovered, the map also shows parts of Africa, Asia, and Europe, but it's the inclusion of Antarctica that has caused the most controversy. Some believe that the map is evidence that ancient civilizations had access to advanced technology and knowledge of the world that we can't explain. Others believe that the map is simply a copy of an older, unknown map that included Antarctica. There is no evidence to support either of these theories, but the Piri Race Map remains one of the most debated ancient artifacts ever discovered. The Voynich Manuscript. The Voynich Manuscript is an illustrated book that was written in an unknown language using an unknown script. It's named after the bookseller, Wilfrid Voynich, who purchased the book in 1912. What makes the book so mysterious is that despite numerous attempts by experts, nobody has been able to decipher the script or translate the text. The book is thought to have been written in the 5th-10th century, and it contains illustrations of plants, astronomical charts, and other mysterious symbols. Some believe that the book is a hoax, while others believe that it contains secret knowledge or a lost language. There is no evidence to support either of these theories, but the Voynich manuscript remains one of the most fascinating unsolved mysteries of the ancient world. The Nazca Lines. The Nazca Lines are a series of geoglyphs that were created in Peru between 500 BC and 500 AD. These massive drawings of animals, plants, and geometric shapes can only be fully appreciated from above, which made them a mystery for centuries. It wasn't until the 1920s that the lines began to be studied, and the public became aware of their existence. Some believe that the lines were used as a form of communication with the gods, while others believe that they were created to mark important places such as burial grounds. There is no evidence to support either of these theories, but the Nazca Lines remain one of the most impressive ancient mysteries ever discovered. The London Hammer. The London Hammer is a hammer that was found embedded in 100-million-year-old rock in England in 1881. The hammer was discovered during a building project in the London neighborhood of Kensington. What makes the hammer so mysterious is that it appears to be a modern tool that was somehow transported back in time. The hammer is made of iron and was likely used for masonry, but it's not clear how it could have been preserved in stone for millions of years. Some believe that the hammer is a hoax, while others believe that it's evidence of a lost civilization that existed in ancient times. There is no evidence to support either of these theories, but the London hammer remains one of the most intriguing ancient mysteries ever discovered. The Dropa stones. The Dropa stones are a set of alleged alien disc records that were found in a cave in China in 1932. The stones are made of a black, glassy material and are covered in strange symbols and markings. What makes the Dropa stones so mysterious is that they appear to be too advanced for ancient Chinese technology. Some believe that the stones are evidence of ancient alien contact, while others believe that they're simply a hoax. There is no evidence to support either of these theories, but the Dropa stones remain one of the most controversial ancient artifacts ever discovered. The Shroud of Turin. The Shroud of Turin is a piece of cloth that's believed by some to show the face of Jesus Christ. The shroud is a linen cloth that's approximately 14 feet long and 3 feet wide, and it bears the image of a man who appears to have been crucified. The shroud is thought to have been created in the Middle Ages, but there is some debate over its authenticity. Some believe that the shroud is a hoax, while others believe that it's a genuine relic from the time of Jesus. There is no evidence to support either of these theories, but the Shroud of Turin remains one of the most debated religious artifacts ever discovered. The Roman dodecahedrons are a group of 12-sided, bronze objects that were found in France in the early 19th century. The objects are about the size of a basketball and have a smooth, polished surface. What makes the dodecahedrons so mysterious is that nobody knows what they were used for. Some believe that they were used as gaming pieces, while others believe that they were used in religious ceremonies. There is no evidence to support either of these theories, but the dodecahedrons remain one of the most enigmatic ancient artifacts ever discovered. The ICA Stones. The ICA Stones are a collection of carvings that were found in Peru in the 1960s. The carvings are made of a hard, brown stone and depict a variety of subjects, including humans, animals, and plants. What makes the ICA Stones so mysterious is that some of the carvings appear to show humans interacting with dinosaurs. Some believe that the stones are evidence of ancient Peruvian knowledge of dinosaurs, while others believe that they're a hoax. There is no evidence to support either of these theories, but the ICA stones remain one of the most fascinating ancient artifacts ever discovered. The crystal skulls. The crystal skulls are a group of skull-shaped carvings that are said to possess psychic power. The skulls are made of quartz crystal and range in size from a few inches to several feet. What makes the crystal skulls so mysterious is that nobody knows where they came from. Some believe that the skulls are a hoax, while others believe that they're ancient artifacts from a lost civilization. There is no evidence to support either of these theories, but the crystal skulls remain one of the most popular ancient artifacts ever discovered. The Cockno Stone. The Cockno Stone is a huge, ancient rock that's covered in cup and ring marks. The stone is located near Glasgow in Scotland and dates back to the Neolithic period. What makes the Cochian stone so mysterious is that nobody knows what the cup and ring markings mean. Some believe that they're a form of ancient writing, while others believe that they're simply decorative. There is no evidence to support either of these theories, but the Cochian stone remains one of the most enigmatic ancient artifacts ever discovered in Britain. The Maine Penny. The Maine Penny is a Viking coin that was found in an archaeological site in Maine in 1957. The coin was discovered by a team of researchers who were excavating a Native American site. What makes the coin so mysterious is that it shouldn't have been there. Vikings did not have the technology to cross the Atlantic Ocean, so it's unclear how the coin got to North America. Some believe that the coin was brought to North America by a Viking explorer, while others believe that it was simply lost at sea. There is no evidence to support either of these theories, but the Maine Penny remains one of the most perplexing ancient artifacts ever discovered in the Americas. The Mechanized Toys of Haran. The Mechanized Toys of Haran are a series of steam-powered gadgets that were invented by the ancient Greek mathematician and engineer Hero of Alexandria. The toys date back to the 1st century AD and include devices such as a steam-powered turtle and a steam-powered elephant. What makes the toys so mysterious is that they're incredibly complex and demonstrate a sophisticated understanding of mechanics and engineering. The fact that Haran was able to create these devices without the use of modern tools and technology is truly amazing and has led to speculation that ancient civilizations may have had access to more advanced technologies than previously thought. The Quimbaya Jets. The Quimbaya Jets are a group of gold figurines that were found in Colombia in the 19th century. The figurines are thought to have been created by the Quimbaya people between 800 and 1500 AD, and each measures approximately 4 inches in height. What makes the Quimbaya jets so mysterious is that they bear an uncanny resemblance to modern jets. Some believe that the Quimbaya people had access to advanced technology and witnessed flying machines such as airplanes or helicopters. Others believe that the resemblance to modern jets is purely coincidental. There is no evidence to support either of these theories, but the Quimbaya jets remain one of the most fascinating ancient artifacts ever discovered in South America. The Sumerian King List. The Sumerian king list is a clay tablet that contains a list of kings of Sumer, an ancient civilization in Mesopotamia. The tablet dates back to the 19th century BC and lists the reigns of 8 kings who ruled over Sumer from its mythical origins to the city of Ur. What makes the king list so mysterious is that it includes the name of a king named Ada, who allegedly reigned for 12,000 years. If the list is to be believed, then humans have been around for far longer than previously thought, and ancient civilizations were much more advanced than we realize. Of course, the list is a myth, but it's still one of the most fascinating ancient texts ever discovered. The Albor Viking sword. The Albor Viking sword is a medieval sword that was found in Norway in 1897. The sword dates back to the 10th century and is named after the inscription on its handle, which reads, "Ulfberth made me at." What makes the Ulfberth sword so mysterious is that it was made using a type of steel that was not available in Europe until the 18th century. The sword is exceptionally well made, and its advanced steelmaking techniques have led to speculation that Vikings may have had access to more sophisticated technology than previously thought. The Trundholm Sun Chariot. The Trundholm Sun Chariot is a Bronze Age sculpture that was found in Denmark in 1926. The sculpture dates back to approximately 1600 BC and depicts a chariot pulled by 2 horses. What makes the Trundholm Sun Chariot so mysterious is that it appears to have celestial meaning, with the wheels of the chariot corresponding to the summer and winter solstice. The sculpture is one of the oldest known examples of a solar calendar and demonstrates a sophisticated understanding of astronomy and mathematics. The Fuente Magna Bowl. The Fuente Magna bowl is a ceramic bowl that was found in Bolivia in 1960. The bowl dates back to the Tiwanaku culture, which flourished in the Andes Mountains between 400 and 1000 AD. What makes the Fuente Magna bowl so mysterious is that it contains a series of glyphs that bear an uncanny resemblance to Sumerian cuneiform. Some believe that the bowl is evidence of ancient trade between Mesopotamia and the Americas, while others believe that the resemblance to Sumerian is purely coincidental. There is no evidence to support either of these theories, but the Fuente Magna bowl remains one of the most fascinating ancient artifacts ever discovered in South America. Now it's time to make your voice heard. Comment below which artifact was the most mysterious to you. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. Thanks for watching.